we've got some explaining to do.
If you're new here, we're Annalise and Jordan, and we live, travel and work out of this 2007 Sprinter van. And we have done for a good few years. Since coming back from our last trip, we've been a bit absent from social media, so it's about time we told you why.
Let's start with the first thing. Our plan was to get the dream workshop to build more camper vans and overlander vehicles, which was going to be the channel's next step. So the whole point of us going on the last trip was because the industrial unit would have been ready in about 3 months for us to actually move in.
So we went ahead with the trip, and in our heads we were thinking this was going to be the last trip in the van forever, or at least for a good while. So when we got back from our travels, excited for the next steps, this is where everything had gone wrong.
The unit wasn't ready. We were told that the door was going to be widened, and then a few weeks later we were then told that the door couldn't be widened, which led us into having no unit and nothing ready. Now that led us to start panicking. We had like 1,000 miles of driving here, there and everywhere just to try and get a unit ready for the Monday, because obviously our videos come every Monday. We was like, what the hell are we going to do? There's no units available in our area. But we seriously did some mad driving. We did Lancashire, Yorkshire, Cheshire, Merseyside, you name it, even as far as Wales. We were just trying to find a unit that would have been suitable to be able to fit the van in and have a bit of a workshop. But there was another problem, our car.
So if you've been part of the channel for a while, you'll know that I've had a car for the past 10 years called Le Corsair. Now, when we got back from the trip, it started on the beat first time, but it does have some serious engine issues. So it wasn't really safe to be driving here, there and everywhere.
So we got this Audi A5 convertible for summer, and what swayed us into actually buying this was its near on perfect car vertical report, which is a quick reminder from us to always do a car vertical check when buying a used car, van or motorbike. It checks to make sure it's not being crashed, stolen or clocked, and can even check if there's outstanding finance. Here's what a bad report looks like. Take this Audi S5 for example. We've got a yellow marker for damage and a yellow marker for emissions. Now emissions is not too bad. It's just because it's an Audi S5, big engine, it's high emitting vehicle. But if we go back and go to damage, we can actually scroll down and see how bad the damage actually is. It's a category S, which means it's structural. It says a repair cost of 15,000 to 20,000, which is insane. Car vertical also shows you if this has been at a car crash auction website, and as you can see here, it's had a seriously big front end crash. So if you do see this vehicle online for sale that's not categorized, then you don't want to be stung. Make sure to always do a car vertical check. All you need is a vehicle's reg or VIN number to generate a report. Now, when we're looking for vans to convert, we normally have like 2 or 3 vans, and then we check to see which one's the best before actually going and paying any money. With our discount code Steps to Adventure, you can save yourself 20% off one report, or you can even unlock bigger discounts if you get multiple reports. And it's always good to check multiple vehicles to leave no stone unturned. As soon as we got the new car, we did 1,000 miles in it just to try and find somewhere for us to call base.
So when we are back in the UK, in between our travels, we do still live full-time in the van, but we kind of base ourselves near our families. This is so when we're doing all the behind the scenes stuff, we can kind of leave the van parked up and nip off and do bits and bobs in the car.
But whilst all that was going on, Lily had to go into the vets for a tooth extraction. She was having problems with one of her back teeth. Now, we did try a different vet and they were amazing. They sent her back with a goodie bag. She had like toothpaste, she had like all sorts of stuff. She's had all her bloods done, had a liver check, everything. It was amazing. I can't thank that vet enough. So good. So now she's back at full health. We was actually going to get it done in Spain, but the problem was we was running out of our 90 days. We had, how many days left was it?
There was only a couple of days
I think it was only a couple of days left, and they could only fit us in 2 weeks' time. So we headed back to the UK and managed to get her teeth done, but she's in full health now.
And then we thought we'd found the perfect van. This was a one of one in the UK, and we were like, that's it, things are looking up. Even if we've not got a unit secured, we need this van. That is going to be epic for the channel. But the bank had other ideas. Now, if you follow us on Instagram, you probably already know this story, but our bank account got restricted because they needed more information from us. They needed to know our self-employment, where the money was coming from. They needed to see invoices, they needed to see past employment history, tax returns, everything. So I sent all that off, and it was back and forward. So we didn't have access to any money whatsoever.
Now, the timing of this didn't work out very well for us. We was on our way to Leeds to go and have a look at this vehicle, and we were so heart set on it. We was like, this is going to be amazing for the channel.
We told all the family and everything.
Oh my God,
everyone
we told
was
the whole
excited.
family, like we was just so buzzing. we was like up here again because obviously we were down here and then the mood just went back up. But then, yeah, bank, restricted money, no money whatsoever for the channel. This is the business money, by the way. This is what runs the whole channel. It's not free to create these videos, unfortunately. But yeah, we just had no money to buy it. And it was just like, how are we going to get money? How are we going to get money? So that van fell through and we was just devastated after that. We just had moods all the way down here.
Yeah.
We were just not in, we were not in the mood to pick the camera up. We were not in the mood to just go off on a travel trip in the van. Like, we tried everything. And that moves us on to the next thing. We decided to just have a little break and see if it would work, see if it would re-kick something in us. So we got in the car, we threw a tent in the back, sleeping bags, everything, and we just went towards Wales.
And that's where the next problem came in. We drove 3.5 hours
Yeah.
in the new car to all the way to Shell Island in Wales with the tent. And we got there, it was the England match that was playing.
England match,
England versus Argentina. It was in like high spirits. We had our England shirts on and everything. We were like, yeah.
England scored 1-0. We was like, yes.
The tent was set up, everything. We had a really good spot watching the match, made some friends and everything. England lost. We wasn't aware and we wasn't told prior to booking that there was wildfires all over the mountain just behind Shell Island. So when we got there, it didn't look that bad. There was a bit of smoke, but it was like, it's not too bad. 10 o'clock after the game, we went back to the tent and we were like, what the hell? The wind had obviously blew it in.
It was on another
We had to
scale.
cover our faces.
Yeah, the smell was insane. Like, it was just awful. You couldn't see your hand in front of your face.
There was ash all over the car, all over the tent.
Oh, my.
So we made that decision. I've got asthma, which isn't crazy bad at the minute. It used to be, but
we didn't have an inhaler with us as well, did we?
No.
So we was just like, right, we need to pack up and leave now. So we packed up, and as we were ready to leave, what happened?
If you don't know, Holy Island is basically...
Holy Island, Shell Island.
I keep saying that. I kept saying Holy Island when I was there.
No, Shell Island is like a causeway.
Yeah, so it's only open at certain times. So obviously at 10 o'clock, well, it was probably 11 by this time, half 10, I don't know. We got to leave and it was all closed because obviously the tide was in.
The road was gone.
The causeway. So we had to hang around till about 12:30 past midnight.
Yeah.
And...
which meant us only getting home at like 3:30, 4 in the morning.
Back to the van.
Back to the van, and we were just both like, right, is anything just going to go right now? Because just nothing was it?
It was everything. Like everything we tried.
Every single thing. But to be fair, I am going to say this now, right? I'd rather it all go wrong over the course of a week than to have it constantly going wrong throughout the year, like something all the time. Yeah. We're quite lucky with that. Usually it all just goes at once. And then we deal with that and then we crack on and then we're all right. Since then, we've been really trying to work everything out, what's next for the channel. But there's a little bit of a silver lining. We may have a unit ready and available, but we won't find out until next week. We're hoping that that's going to be the case.
So we've decided we're going on another travel trip, baby. But unfortunately, we can't leave the UK just yet. Don't get your hopes up. We'll be doing some of the best spots that you can find in the UK, but with a little bit of a twist. And the twist is something that we've got in the back of this van that we don't think that anybody's got, which I think is going to change the game forever. Honestly, it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited with it. And with everything that's gone wrong recently, we're throwing so much like positive energy as we can to everything that we're going to be doing from now on. Now make sure you leave down in the comments what you think that we've got in the back of the van. Bear in mind, it does fit in our garage space. We've had to take like everything else out. It only just fits. Yeah. It's quite big. And it's just gonna make traveling around the UK that little bit better. Because as you all know, traveling around the UK isn't our favorite place. And let me tell you why before anyone jumps on it and be like, oh, this is your own country. There is some beautiful places. It's just, we all know it's not really set up for van life. Where when you've travelled France and Spain, you get like, oh, this is amazing. Yeah. You do come back to the UK on a bit of a downer. You do. So we've got, I was going to say what it is. So we've got this thing to just spice it back up for us a little bit. Yeah, bring a bit of adventure, a bit of fun to the channel. Show you guys places that we think nobody else has been to. And I know full well, it's definitely going to give us access to places that nowhere else has. Nobody else. Yeah. What? You said nowhere else? Nowhere. I don't know what I'm saying. But this is going to give us access to places no one else has been. Now, going forward with the channel, we are going to be looking for a unit.
and we're going to be looking for some crazy vehicles to turn into mini campers or where have you going forward. But whilst that's going on in the background and we're waiting for everything to go through in the background, we're going on the travel trips so that you guys are not missing a video every Monday.
Plus,
and it spices it up for us, doesn't it?
I think something's been telling us that we need to enjoy the rest of the summer.
I do, I think so, because this weather is just not normal in the UK, is it? Like, it's like being in the Bahamas, isn't it? It's unbelievable. We've had a good stint of good weather.
We
so
say that with a grey sky.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right. Don't worry about that. That'll blow by. Hopefully we'll get a bit of good weather. But yeah, we're going to throw so much positive energy to it because it's been the worst 3 weeks ever, 3-4 weeks. We just wanted to push the channel to the next level and give you guys something fun to watch. Something when you get home from work, you think, I'm going to sit down and watch Steps to Adventure and just chill out. And we feel like we've not been able to give you that. So that's why we've been so down, so stressed, things going wrong. But yeah, I guess when things do go wrong, then the best of plans start coming in.
Now, I know a lot of you are going to be sat behind the screen now watching us thinking, why can't you just enjoy the van that you've got and keep going on travel trips in this van and go to like new places? That would be ideal, but we have big dreams and that's just not going to do it for us. We've got dreams of doing different vehicles specific to certain places that we want to go to. Say if we do like a 4x4, that'll be like going to a specific place in that. There's just so much that we want to do and we want to push ourselves as well, and that isn't going to come from just being in the same vehicle going to like just Spain. And that is the reason that we have only been doing like places near, because like I said, we want to go to these specific places with a specific vehicle, and that all comes down to having a unit and doing more builds. So this is part of the big dream that we've got.
Now you're probably thinking, what we doing with our van, Luna Cappuccino, that's the name of our van.
We've been so undecided with what to do.
We have been so undecided, but I'll tell you one thing, this van is going absolutely nowhere yet, I can tell you that, because this has had our heart and soul into it. We've done so much work to this vehicle. When I go abroad in this, I have got no thought in my mind that it's going to break down. If it was in a Volkswagen, it'd be a bit different, you know what I mean? If it was in a Volkswagen, I'd probably be at the side of the road with hazards. But the reason we're not getting rid of it is because we saved this space. We saved that space right there for our silver plaque on YouTube. Now we're going to push for 100,000 this year. So if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, hit a like button, and drop down in the comments what vehicle you think we're going to convert next.
But that's not the end of the video. We may as well carry it on and give you guys something to watch tonight. So we're parked up in a village not too far from where we live, and we've never actually been here. Where are we, Jordan? Rufford?
I think it's Rufford, yeah.
I think we're in a place called Rufford. We're parked up and there's like a really nice canal walk just over that way.
It's really nice. Normally when we're back at home, like seeing family, we usually go to like Burscough and places like that, just because it's local.
There's a bike.
And there's a bike. Loud there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jesus, he's gun, innit? Yeah, so we normally go to Burscough or like Southport or somewhere like that.
Or if you're Jordan, he calls it Burska.
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 Burska, that's the one. And it's just easy for us because we can just chill out, unwind, and then go and see family as and when we need to. Platform 9 3/4.
Platform 2, that, mate.
Last week we did head off to the lakes for a couple of days just to chill out and try and de-stress.
Get some energy back into us.
I feel like it worked because we went for a little cold water dip. The flies were, oh my God, I don't know what the hell happened, but them flying ants were just absolutely everywhere. But after that dip, we just feel like re-energized, don't we?
I'll put some pictures in here. We went to Thirlmere Infinity Pool, which you can find on Google Maps. It's got like a pin there and everything. But because it was so quiet, Jordan decided to go in the nudie.
There was no one there. I think the flying ants put everyone off. I've never thought about living on a canal boat because it doesn't really appeal to me. But this place, it's starting to appeal to me. Look how amazing that is. Oh my days.
Look at the
That's
size
amazing.
Of that.
How big's that?
It's like a double ender.
Look at that. It's like two joined together, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, something like that, I could easily live on. That's massive. Cool, that is. That's amazing. I would like to have a go for like a week on a canal boat and just see how you get on. I mean, I don't get how these work. I'm guessing you shut that, open that, your boat comes in, this fills up. Is that how you do it?
You can see the water line, can't you, there?
Yeah, and then when you open that, that will then drop the level, I don't know.
that meant to be coming through. Going back to when we was finding a unit, you would not believe what we have seen and witnessed when going to view some of the units. A lot of them, especially like the big commercial ones that you see with like, is it Northern Trust and
it's
what's
like all
some
these
others?
big companies like Endurance that buy up massive industrial estates.
Yeah, they all want like 6 months rent up front on a 3-year minimum term contract, which was something like us. We need something super flexible. That would mean something like £6,000 up front.
Yeah, it was like £6,000 up. No, I think it was more. It was nearly £6,000 or £7,000 up front.
Then we'd have to buy a van, renovate it. And it's like,
and it was £1,500 plus VAT, plus like all your security, like business rates and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So you're talking like £1,600 a month. And then a lot of them, when you're ringing, they're like, oh, we don't allow motor trade. Oh, we don't allow motor trade. And to try and tell people that
it's camper conversions, but not in like a businessy way, like in a YouTubey way.
Yeah, instantly they think you're either a chop shop, or you're actually like putting in a 2-poster or 4-poster ramp and doing work for people.
And then we went to a couple of farmers in the northwest of England, and a lot of them are wanting over the odds for something tiny. A tiny little space in a barn that isn't even sectioned off. £1,000 a month.
£1,000 a month.
And it's literally like it'd fit a van and a toolbox in. And I'm like, what? How are small businesses ever meant to start up with the price of things? Like £1,000 for a proper workshop that is our space with a roller shutter door. Yeah, fine. Not for a tiny space in a barn.
Yeah, this is the problem.
And then we even went onto the thing of being like, do we just get a shipping container that's got a bit of land on that, like the outside, like a bit of a yard? So we went down to a place, I'm not going to name names.
Nope.
And it was definitely a money laundering place. And I was just like, honestly, and that was like advertised as perfect for small businesses.
And the things we've seen is just been unbelievable. Like places we've been to look at, we were like, yeah, no way am I leaving a converted van here. It would go missing the day after. The people who we're speaking to now, so far, seem absolutely amazing. Like they've done a conversion themselves. They seem super friendly. I think this could come off, but we're just going to have it going in the background and continue to do the travel and seeing amazing places, because at the end of the day, that's what drives us. And I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that's stuck by us, everyone that has messaged us, sent us emails, you know, how you doing? Is everything okay? It's been crazy, because when everything goes wrong, and then there's so many nice people out there, like we didn't realize how big of a community we've built. We get so excited when a plan feels like it's coming together that we just want to share with everyone. We want to just tell everyone our plans and just say, like, this is what we've got. Like, we're so excited for it. But not always does that work out. And what we have found as well over this time, we found that when we're telling people our plans that we thought were our friends, have kind of like stabbed us in the back and tried to take over the plans that we initially told them, just because we were so excited. But I guess that's what happens. Don't let off your amazing plans to people that are not actually your friends, that are just there to just get something from you. So in the future, we won't be telling anyone our plans, we'll just be showing them. A lot of you guys have messaged in some questions, so we're going to give you some answers. Plus, we're going to have a little cook up later on. So let us know down below what you'd cook up if you had a camper van and you was going out to a nice little park up.
Or what's your favourite cook up in a van?
Yeah, what's your favourite meal cooked up in a van?
So we put on our Instagram, Facebook and YouTube posts to ask us some questions, and we got quite a few questions, so let's hit Jordan with the first one. Will you be trying out a mini camper or a proper built large camper for a comparison to yours?
Ooh, that's a really good one. So all I'm going to say is next build, we're going to go smaller, because we want a challenge. We want to see if we can actually fit everything we've got in our van, but in a smaller space.
And then we do have some that are going to be even smaller than that.
Yes.
But then we also have ideas of something
that's going to also
twice the size of ours.
Yeah, easy, twice the size.
I think over the next couple of years, there's going to be a variety.
Oh, there'll be a variety. But for the next one, I think Yeah, definitely smaller. Is there a country you would love to go to? And is there a country you will never visit? That's a hard one.
So if we're talking specifically in a van, country I'd love to visit,
Yeah.
at this present time, my mind goes to Turkey in the van. That's like one I definitely want to do. I want to do like the mountains, Cappadocia.
Yeah.
See that's like my next that I want to go to. A country I would never visit is, I'm not going to say it because it's...
You could also say the colour of the flag, maybe.
It's kind of... we watch Trent the Traveller a lot.
Yeah, he does some
and some of the places he goes to in America are just unbelievable.
So good,
I think to go do a van trip over there would be...
It would be next level.
So good. Does Jay miss me from GCSE art?
Does Jamie... Who's that?
Conor Murray.
Is it? Absolute legend, yeah. Big up Conor Murray. I do miss you.
Are you going to Scotland this year? Look at the smile.
Obviously, mate. What does it say? I am. No, actually, how do you say a Scottish accent? How do you do a Scottish accent? Scotland! Right, favourite place in Spain?
Hard one.
That is a hard one,
I'm going to say I had most fun in the deserts. Garaffi, Tabernas.
Yeah, they're sick.
The deserts.
The deserts are so good. If you could give one bit of advice for someone who's getting a new van, what would it be?
Ooh, car vertical check.
Yes.
Yeah.
Car vertical check.
Genuinely, like, I know we're sponsored by them. This video is sponsored by them. We genuinely use them all the time. Anytime we're buying a new vehicle, car vertical. Honestly.
It'll just save you so much money from messing about with like dog vehicles, because there's loads of them on the road.
Because before we got the Audi, we were looking at a BM that it looked really neat. It looked dead good. Now the guy had a body shop and he's like, oh yeah, you can come pick it up from the body shop. Didn't think twice about it. As soon as we was about to set off, I was like, oh, let's just do a quick car vertical check on it. And it was literally, didn't come back with damage.
Yeah, it came back with damage. It wasn't categorised, but it did have a damage on the rear and the right side of the vehicle, and I'm pretty sure it was about 5 to 7 grand's worth of damage. So it's a good bit of...
He'd obviously fixed it at the body shop, but you don't know how he's fixed it. So we were like, right.
He didn't actually know, did he?
He didn't know, because he just done a normal HPI check on it.
Yeah.
And he even sent me that, and he's like, look, it hasn't come back. And I was like, oh, well, look at mine. And I sent in the car vertical report, and he's like, oh God. And then he said, I'm going to start using that. And I was like, well, you can use our discount code if you want. But yeah,
so a good bit of advice, you'd say that, and what? Go on.
You smiled at me behind the camera like I should be saying something.
I know what you're going to say. Go on.
No, because I know what you're going to say.
If you're go on, what am I going to say then?
Don't buy Volkswagen.
Older ones are solid. If you can get I think it's pre-2018. I think it's pre-2018. They're quite solid. Anything that's not got AdBlue, but the new ones, unless you're only going lakes and back, you're all right. But if you're going to do big mileage, you're going to have big problems. Check
your mileage. Obviously, a camper van is there to probably be used. You're going to be doing a lot of mileage on it yourself.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, some miles, like...
She's going at it, look.
Like our van has just ticked over to 200,000. Sprinters run for a good while, although they can be rust buckets. They've got a solid engine. Well, ours has got a solid engine. So yeah, just double check if you've got someone that knows about mechanics and stuff, take them along with you. Before you actually begin to convert it, shove an airbed in the back, get a feel for it. Obviously, we've converted this van now again because the first layout didn't work for us. So yeah, I'd say put a bit of like a dummy setup in, like have a
just see what works
and
for you,
see what works, and then you get a better feel for it. Did you get your bank account unfrozen?
No, we didn't. We didn't actually get our bank account unfrozen. It had to be closed down totally, and we had to go with a totally different new bank. Yeah, things just took a lot longer.
And setting up and doing like different business accounts just takes time.
Yeah, everything just takes time. Like we're still waiting for code to come through and everything, so it's just no end of problems.
But we did get our money back out of it.
We did get our money back, yeah, which is a good thing, but no, we had to close the bank down.
Any plans to go somewhere like Albania, Turkey, Morocco, etc., instead of coming back to the UK?
Ooh, so not instead of coming back to the UK, I'll say that for now, not instead of coming back to the UK, because we're going to hopefully get the workshop and do these, exotic builds, something quite fun. But there would be road trips to there. So instead of going like to Spain for 3 months or going to like France for 3 months, we'd probably do maybe a road trip and go through the Balkans, or we'd go like up to Norway or somewhere like that and have that on just like a one road trip thing. So we'll go there, come back, do another build, go somewhere else, come back, do another build, go somewhere else. And that's basically what we're going to be doing for the channel moving forward. You are a great team with you two and Lily. Do you not miss working outside of YouTube, like individually? Not at all, do we?
Like, it's dead funny because we left our jobs, like jobs that was away from each other, like years and years, I can't even remember. It was years ago.
It's well on 5-6 years, isn't it?
And then we went into working at campsites together. So we've worked together for ages. We were like campsite wardens, same shifts, obviously lived in the van together. And then we went full-time YouTube. It'll be 2 years in September we've been full-time YouTube. And no, we just work together like really well, don't we?
Yeah. What did you both do for work before becoming YouTube stars?
A wide variety of things. I always had the motto, if you didn't enjoy work, leave, there's always another job. So my list is literally, whilst at college, my very first job was at Burger King, had an asthma attack, they wouldn't let me go and get my inhaler, quit on the, basically, and I was just like, I quit, bye. Walked out of there, got a job at Tesco the week later, which I was on double the money, so I was like, woo, win. Worked at Tesco whilst I was at college, and then left college, went straight into working for Jet2 as cabin crew. Didn't like the hours, she's humping my leg again. Right, let me just list some. Nando's, H&M, TUI travel agents as well, worked at the travel agents. I worked at an EE call centre.
Worked at that gas place?
Gas phone thing.
Some random place.
Honestly, so many places. And then obviously campsite warden was like our most recent job. What's your work history? Right,
my work history was, I was 14 in school selling Lucasades and Mars bars. I worked at the Londis for pocket money. I went and did a bit of painting and decorating because my uncle worked for Bagnalls, so then I went working for them. Really good money on an apprenticeship, like ridiculous money. Then I left there and I went into mechanics for like Volkswagen Audi Group. Learned on cars, which I already knew a lot of things about cars because my granddad used to work on cars and stuff. Come out of that, did a few little side jobs, so I ended up doing it for myself for a while, and then I went into doing it for a couple of independent companies, which was like subcontract work. I went into building and repair and refurbishment operations, joinery work, kitchen fitting, bathroom fitting, you name it. I've done it. So yeah, did all that and then went into campsite work, cleaning toilets, because I wanted a bit more of a free life. So I wanted to work for like 6 to 9 months and have the rest of the year off. So that's why I went into campsite work. And then we both just decided that we wanted to do YouTube.
I think what really set it for us was COVID. So obviously we was off on our, what did they call it? Where you get kind of, where you're off work.
Yeah, I was paid for like a year for being off work.
Yeah, and then I set up like my own business. I was doing like personalised gifts and stuff with my little cricket machine.
Which did really well, actually.
It actually done really well.
Did amazing.
Especially over Christmas and stuff. So
we was just
doing that. Jordan even had to jump on and start helping me. I was doing website designs for people, which then got me into the thing of, oh, I quite like this.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it was COVID, I think, was our turning point where we were like, oh, we don't want to work for someone anymore, we want to work for ourselves.
We always wanted a remote income, but it wasn't really possible.
And a lot of people always ask the question, did we have prior experience in editing before doing this, or did we learn off someone? And we didn't actually. We literally, the first ever editing tool that we downloaded was DaVinci Resolve. That's what we've always stuck with.
Yeah.
I'm one of them, I can't learn off other people, so I kind of just have to go all in. And I just spent like a couple of days just getting used to what I needed. If I needed something specific, I would go on YouTube and do a tutorial and stuff like that. And then obviously it's just developed. If you go back and look at our really old videos, horrendous editing.
Time for the last few questions, and then we're gonna go grab some food and make a nice cook up in the van.
What's something that you miss from living in a house as opposed to van life?
Long showers, washer and dryer.
Bath.
You're a bath. I don't really like a bath.
B-A-F-F, bath. What part of full-time van life surprised you the most?
Oh, that's so hard.
I think probably how much we enjoy it.
Yeah,
and how much we actually get on.
Yeah, I'd say 100%.
Because everyone says, oh, it's a test, but you're spending 24/7 with each other, you're going to argue.
I don't think it's that much of a test. I mean, the difference between us compared to somebody else is our brains are going 24/7.
And any arguments we squash quick.
We squash super fast because at the end of the day, we've got these big dreams, these big plans in our head that we sit and talk about them dreams and the plans, and then we just write it down and go, right, this is what we need to do.
Just
That's
get
what
excited.
we need to do.
We're always on the go, aren't we?
We're either always on the go or slobbing around just watching YouTube. Why don't you have aircon in your van?
I don't think that we've needed it because the UK doesn't get hot enough, in our opinion, to need aircon. The fans are absolutely fine. If we ever travel to hot countries like Spain, we always do it in the winter where it's like an English summer. It's only about 30 odd degrees, which again is fine. The only time we could have done with it was when we went to Spain this last time. And we was there in like June and that was hot, but we wouldn't necessarily do that again.
No.
In the summer, we'd travel to cooler climates and in the winter, we'd go to hot climates. So yeah, aircon would be nice if it came with it, but I don't think that we'd need it. Will we be going to Norway?
Yes, but only if Haaland meets me at the airport and I shake his hand and he cooks me a dinner. I'm only joking. No, we'll definitely be going to Norway. Norway looks like one of the best countries in the world.
It's one that we've saved, isn't it, though?
Oh, mate, honestly, Norway is like right up there on my list. However, we would definitely do Norway in a different vehicle. Right, that's enough for the questions. We'd love to squeeze more in, but we'd be here all day. We need to go and get some shopping or get something to cook up for tonight's tea. Let's go. Right, gang, time for a cook up. We're gonna make some fajitas because fajitas are just the best in a van.
How easy was that?
All chopped up and ready to go.
I wonder if it'll work for the pepper. Might have to chop this one. Chicken. Get the veggies in.
Red pepper and red onion, man. One thing I love about being in a van is just doing stuff like this, like having these little cook-ups with our fajita mix in there.
We've got fajita,
wow,
guac, wraps,
and
we've
cheese.
even got Pyrenees.
Oh, chuck me the Pyrenees.
And some red Leicester cheese. It feels nice to be filming like just normal content again without worrying, being like, because the thing for us was because we announced that we was doing another van build, and then we were kind of like, oh well, we can't just do a travel trip now because everyone's going to be thinking, oh come on guys, but it's one of them, like, what else are we meant to do?
Do you think is when something's out of your control?
It's out of our control.
Just continue what you good at, innit?
So obviously the van builds are coming.
Yeah.
But it just feels nice to kind of just be like, oh, we can create content again, because it's been hard not knowing what to create, hasn't it?
Yeah, really hard.
What do you reckon? We've not had barbecue ones in ages.
Taste test, are banging.
Right, guys, fajitas have been eaten, and we are going to end the video there. Don't forget, if you're buying a car, van, or motorbike, then check out Car Vertical with the link down in the description. And make sure to join us next week when we do the big reveal on what we've got hiding in the back of the van, and we can go on some really good travels. See you next week.
Hands are trembling right now, right now. Deep blue water sea, afraid of jumping in right now, right now.